Shalom everybody and welcome to Rega בעברית. We are in a brand new book. We're continuing in book of Devarim, which is very personal, very intimate book, straight from the mouth of Moses for us, for these days, for this time, and for this season. Now I want you to pay attention to this very special and very important parasha that we are in this week. We are in parashat Vaetjanán. When in this parasha that we are in, Moshe, in the beginning of chapter 3, verse 23, crying out to the Lord with a special type of plea. The special type of plea called in Hebrew, tchina. That's when we get the word tachanunim, tchina. The Lord himself is known by the name Chanun, Chanun verachum, which means he is merciful. The calling of Moshe in the beginning of the Torah portion is a specific call for mercy, unlike any other call. It's like saying you are crying from the depth of despair. And Moshe is crying out to God from the depth of despair about the land, about the fact that he's not going to enter into the land. And we are seeing something absolutely amazing in this portion. In verse 25, Moshe submit a request to God and say, "Evra na ver'eh et haaretz atova asher be'ever hayarden, ההר הטוב הזה והלבנון." Please let me cross over to see the good land on the other side of the Jordan, the good mountain and the Lebanon. Now, this is important. These two words are significant in the request of Moshe. The good mountain and the Lebanon. What was Moshe asking God? The good mountain is a reference to Mount Moriah. But the question becomes, why did he ask him to see the Lebanon? That does not register. The Lebanon is 250 kilometers up north. Well, friends, we're seeing something amazing about the greatness of Moshe. Moses, who's operating under the full influence of the Holy Spirit, understands something. He understands that the fact that he has led the children of Israel here to this land, he's for the fact that that house will be built on this great mountain, will be a house of worship and prayer to all nations, to all nations. And how do we know that? Because the word Lebanon in Hebrew, he's not just the country Lebanon, but it's rooted inside the Hebrew word Lavan. Inside the word Lebanon, there is another word that is hidden. It is the word Lavan. And the word Lavan in Hebrew means white. White. We know what he is looking for. He is looking for the place where the sins of Israel will turn white as snow. And this place, friend, is the temple. He is prophesying about the future temple that is going to be established on the good mountain. That is the reason that he is asking him to enter it. And here we see something very amazing in this text. It says in verse 26, "Vayit'aber Adonai bi lema'anchem velo shama elai. Vayomer Adonai elai rav lecha al tusef davar elai od badavar azeh." He says that the Lord took your sin. This word is important. It'aber. It'aber. That's where we get the word avera. Sin, transgression, it's offense. And Moshe says God is taking the avera, the crimes of the people, and he laid those crimes of the people upon me. upon me. The concept that God can take the tzaddik and put the sins of the tzaddik upon all of Israel is in the very core principle of the entire Torah. And that is exactly what God has done here. The reason that God did not allow Moshe to enter to the land is not because of Moshe's sins, it's because the people's sins that were put into the shoulder of the Messiah, who ended up being outside the camp, just as Yeshua had to be outside the camp for the sins of Israel. Friends, this is the principle that Moshe wanted to pass to us today, that the sins of the multitude can put on the tzaddik, and the tzaddik can carry, even to the point of death, upon himself the sins of the community. This, friends, is Torah 101. This is this week, Rega בעברית. Shalom, everybody.